back now, I look at how bad I was at MMA. Look at videos of me boxing and doing certain grappling things and think, wow, you were and I was still a world champion cage warrior. So obviously I've evolved tenfold since then, and I know what it's like to lift gold anyway, so I'll be doing it again in the next couple of years. Be the first ever Scouts champion that the UFC's ever had, and obviously be the first UFC world champion next gen's ever had.
If I was fighting you, I wouldn't want to be out here getting my head jabbed off. I'll go single leg, I'll lift your leg up, and then rotate my hips. You're not going to just lie there, you're going to try and get up. I take you back, so I control your wrist. Other arm comes around your head, and I put my chin over it, and then just... Yeah.
For me, I know you're a busy man. I hope that we speak before or in the lead up, but if we don't, what can fans expect? What are you hoping to show on January 24th?
I'm hoping to come out there. Well, I know I'm going to come and win the belt, but obviously I want to have an entertaining fight. Don't want to have a boring fight, lads. And I think it's impossible when Justin Gaethje's in the other corner. You know what I mean? You can't not have a good fight when you're fighting Justin Gaethje. So, but I think everyone's going to be shocked, to be honest, because I think I'm going to knock him out. So people won't expect that. People think I'm just going to try and grapple and take him down, when I'm not. I'm going to come out and I'm going to put it on.
Expecting an early knockout, a late knockout, somewhere in the middle?
I don't see him getting past the third, just like Chandler.
And with January coming up and the new Paramount deal, that main event of UFC 324, it's going to be headlined by Paddy Pimblett and Justin Gaethje. Who do you favor in that fight?
Man, I got to go with Gaethje. I feel like he's the one that is more like enjoys like a knockdown drag out more than the other guy. Not that Paddy Pimblett doesn't love to fight. It's just Gaethje loves to like actually get down and throw fist for fist. And he's also got the Division I wrestling to kind of negate some of the biggest skill sets of Paddy. Paddy's like a very dominant grappler when it comes to submissions and being, aggressive with that. I think Gaethje has the tools to keep it where he wants it.
When Justin talks, I'm going to knock him out, the words hung heavy, a shocking declaration from Paddy Pimblett against Justin Gaethje. Nobody expected such a bold, raw prediction for UFC. This wasn't just fight hype, it was a personal promise, delivered with chilling certainty, suggesting a deeper, dangerous shift in the rising star. The silence wasn't just surprise, it was the quiet dread of a division about to be violently reshuffled, a career potentially shattered. The fight became an undeniable challenge to the very top.
I don't know I'd end up fighting for the belt anyway, so to fight a legend like Gaethje for the interim belt I've paid my dues to get to this, lad, so I always knew I'd end up fighting for the title, and then I'll win this interim belt, and then I'll beat Ilya up and take the proper belt, defend that, and then I'll go up and fucking win the welterweight belt.
You'll have your first conversation with Justin as a matched opponent, potentially on Friday. What type of build-up are you expecting in this one?
No, I'm not expecting no bad blood, no bitterness or nothing like that. I've met him before, we've shook hands, we've spoke, it's very cordial. I really like Justin Gaethje. Like, he's your favourite fighter's favourite fighter. Everyone likes watching Justin Gaethje fight. He's never in a boring fight, and he's a nice fella every time I've met him. So I think it'll just be like the Chandler build-up. Like, everything's dead nice, but then obviously when that cage door shuts, lads, it's kill or be killed.
Joe Rogan didn't mince words, predicting Paddy's gonna sleep. The seasoned commentator favors Gaethje, highlighting Justin's formidable Division I wrestling. Rogan believes this will negate Paddy's grappling and submissions, allowing Gaethje to control the fight's location, neutralizing Pimblett's biggest weapons. This prediction directly counters Paddy's knockout claim, suggesting a brutal reality check awaits. It paints Gaethje as perfectly equipped to dismantle Paddy's aggression, pushing him towards a painful end.
I know you're a busy man. I hope that we speak before or in the lead up, but if we don't, what can fans expect? What are you hoping to show on January 24th?
I'm hoping to come out there. Well, I know I'm going to come and win the belt, but obviously I want to have an entertaining fight. Don't want to have a boring fight, lads. And I think it's impossible when Justin Gaethje's in the other corner. You know what I mean? You can't not have a good fight when you're fighting Justin Gaethje. So, but I think everyone's going to be shocked, to be honest, because I think I'm going to knock him out. So people won't expect that. People think I'm just going to try and grapple and take him down, when I'm not. I'm going to come out and I'm going to put it on.
Expecting an early knockout, a late knockout, somewhere in the middle?
I don't see him getting past the third, just like Chandler.
Paddy Pimblett is seen as the potential next Conor McGregor star, possessing a unique, disarming persona. He dances, hair flopping, appearing silly, yet he consistently messes people up. This dual nature Playful entertainer transforming into a brutal force creates magnetic appeal few can replicate. His whole squad and weird personality contribute to a rare star quality, transcending mere athleticism. He's a captivating figure who commands the spotlight, and this theatricality is a sneaky trick to lure opponents into a false sense of security before the storm.
It's been a minute, brother, and I think the last time we saw you, you were talking about fighting Makhachev. Right after the Fiziev fight,
yeah.
Right. That's what we were looking at that point, and a lot of things have shaken up since then.
Yeah, it's the nature of this game. It's always like that. Yeah, I thought Makhachev was calling to fight me at the time, and then he went up. They vacated. They make an interim fight, and I don't get the call. But yeah, I just stayed the course, and I've been really working hard and training, and really sticking to my guns when it's come to taking the right matchups. I would have fought anybody. I would have fought Arman. I would have fought Paddy, I would have fought Ilya, as long as it was, for a belt, and that's where we're at. So I'm excited.
So did you tell the UFC at the time that interim fight was ready, like, hey, just call me and I'm there? Like, had you made them aware?
No, I didn't even know that was happening. And then they announced it. So yeah, it was cool. It kind of sucked because again, the champion was calling to fight me, and then he vacates, and then I don't get the call. So that was tough. But I was coming off a loss versus Max Holloway. It was. It is what it is, and timing is everything. And this is perfect timing to finish everything out.
Justin Gaethje's reaction to Pimblett's challenge is truly telling. He didn't dismiss Paddy, he didn't laugh it off. Instead, Gaethje took the threat with chilling seriousness, acknowledging the tension and noise around the fight. Most veterans act untouchable, but Justin, wired for mayhem, understands the arena's unpredictable nature. His eagerness for chaos rather than backing away speaks volumes. It reveals a fighter who thrives in pandemonium, signaling he perceives Paddy as a legitimate and dangerous opponent, a rare show of respect from the highlight.
I think people will think it's trash talk, but it's just him being him, me being me, If this is an entertainment business, and he's one entertaining motherfucker. So, yeah, I wouldn't mind him adding something to the story so that people want to watch. Either way, people are going to want to watch. I'm the most consistent, most exciting guy, and this guy is on a freaking tear right now. So when that cage door locks, we're going to try to beat the shit out of each other, and I can guarantee every person in the arena will turn into an animal, and that's my goal every time.
Pimblett's confidence isn't baseless. It's forged in a brutal training environment. He discusses grappling with top-of-my-division partners, acknowledging their excellence. Every grueling minute is a chance to get better, even when sucked down, beat up. This isn't just training, it's a relentless pursuit of improvement, allowing him to see what you've got to get to if you want to be the best in the world. His camp is a gauntlet designed to push him past limits, sharpening his tools against the very best, ensuring he's ready.
Feel like, because I think the odds are in favor of Paddy, like, do you feel like you're going to play spoiler, or do you feel like, hey, they're looking at this whole thing wrong right now?
Oh, no, I love being the underdog. I think I've been the underdog. So out of the 12 fights, I think I've been an underdog like 8 or 9 times, because I'm always fighting such tough competition. But yeah, absolutely, I'm going to do the same thing I did with Tony Ferguson and Khabib. I'm going to fuck this whole thing up, and then I'm going to fight Ilya.
For Justin Gaethje, this fight is a career-defining fork in the road. The true opponent isn't Paddy, but momentum, a force that doesn't fade easily and can either propel a career upward or signal a slow, irreversible decline. Whispers about Gaethje slowing down, about him enduring too many wars, are growing louder. This fight could be the moment momentum either shifts decisively in his favor or grinds to a halt. It's a terrifying prospect where one night's outcome can redefine an entire legacy.
Mixing up the grappling and the striking, staying at range, not being in the pocket with him like a Chandler would be, like a Fiziev would be. I reckon Pimblett's going to beat him. Gaethje coming towards the tail end of his career. I just want to mention now, Arman Tsarukyan is... this is tough for Arman. Okay, he's probably going to have to fight someone else. He said he would be on this card. I don't know if they then called him and he said, no, I can't be on that card, and that's why they've done this. If that's what comes out from this, I guess it could be a bit more understandable, because otherwise it would have been Nunes Harrison to main event, and we just can't have that. We just can't have that. But this is insane. Gaethje versus Pimblett is an absolutely insane fight. I'm looking forward to it. This is a massive, massive matchup. Ton of hype on the line, but I do want to mention Pimblett has floated up to number 5 in the rankings. Magically. Scouse magic, dude. Scouse magic. Don't ask for that on a street corner in Liverpool, by the way, but this is some Scouse magic. Okay? He just levitated his way into an interim title shot, which is insane, but fair enough. As an Englishman, I'm all on board with this.
Paddy Pimblett insists on an entertaining fight, declaring it impossible to have a boring fight, lads, with Justin Gaethje. This isn't just desire for spectacle, it's his fighting philosophy. He promises to put it on Gaethje, ensuring a high-octane brawl that will leave fans shocked. His refusal to have a boring fight when facing a relentless brawler like Gaethje means he's prepared to meet fire with fire. He actively seeks the kind of chaos that defines Gaethje's career, ensuring an unforgettable, violent exchange. Justin Gaethje articulates the deeper layer beneath this contest. It's not just about numbers on a record. He knows this fight holds profound significance. It's the fork in the road, where one fighter ascends and the other faces deceleration, a potential shift in their career trajectory. His words convey quiet understanding of the immense stakes, realizing the outcome will dictate more than rankings. It will impact legacies, confidence, and their future in the sport. It's a poignant awareness of high-level competition's brutal finality. Paddy doesn't anticipate bad blood or bitterness with Gaethje. He's met Justin, found him very cordial, even calling him his favorite fighter. This surprising respect mirrors the Chandler fight buildup, where mutual admiration preceded savage violence. Paddy expects everything dead nice until that cage door starts shoots. Then it's kill or be killed. This dichotomy, a genuine liking for his opponent combined with absolute resolve to destroy him, makes their confrontation even more compelling, suggesting professional respect escalating into brutal warfare. Analysts are sharply divided on this matchup, reflecting the classic conflict of experience versus youth and speed. Some point to Justin's storied career and battle-hardened resilience, while others lean on Paddy's rising momentum and dynamic athleticism. However, prevailing wisdom suggests timing often beats experience, and momentum doesn't care how many years you've been in the game. This dynamic creates intriguing uncertainty, challenging the notion that veteran savvy will automatically overcome a hungry, surging contender. The debate highlights how unpredictable high-level MMA truly is. Beneath the calm facade of pre-fight interviews, a palpable tension hangs heavy, thick enough to slice. There's something unspoken in the air, a crucial piece of the story remaining hidden. This isn't a predictable fight. Anyone who believes it is fooling themselves. The narrative is still building, waiting for that one moment, one adjustment, one exchange that will change everything. The air is charged with anticipation of an inevitable shift, a dramatic turn no one can foresee, promising a fight where the outcome truly feels up for grabs, fraught with hidden danger. Gaethje sees Paddy's outspoken nature as a valuable addition to the spectacle. He believes Paddy is an entertaining mother finner who adds something to the story so that people want to watch. Justin calls himself the most consistent, most exciting guy, and views Paddy as on a freaking terror right now. He fully expects the arena to turn into an animal when the cage door locks, promising to beat the show out of each other. This mutual appreciation for entertainment ensures both fighters are driven by delivering an unforgettable, violent performance. This fight isn't destined to end with a simple loss. The stakes are catastrophic for the defeated. One man walks out shattered, his title hopes gone, reputation cracked, and future suddenly uncertain. When this happens, everyone will claim they saw it coming, yet the current eerie calm before chaos hits betrays the true uncertainty. This isn't just a fight, it's a career-altering event, a potential downfall reverberating far beyond the octagon. The consequences are existential, threatening to erase years of work and redefine legacies in a single night. Paddy Pimblett isn't clowning around or hyping the crowd anymore. He's transitioned into a quiet, focused, and dangerously still competitor. Fighters don't go that still. The observation states, unless something's brewing deep inside, this ominous shift suggests a profound internal transformation. It's a sign that this isn't mere hype, it's something else. A deeper, more calculated intent. When a usually boisterous fighter becomes subdued, it often signals bad things happen, hinting at a ruthless performance fueled by quiet, simmering resolve. Justin Gaethje relishes being the underdog, a role he's embraced repeatedly. He notes he's been the underdog in 8 or 9 of his last 12 fights, always against tough competition. He intends to flip this whole thing up, just like he did against Tony Ferguson. This comfort with defying expectations speaks volumes about his mindset. He thrives on proving doubters wrong, seeing current odds as fuel rather than pressure. His confidence in playing spoiler suggests he views Paddy's narrative as an opportunity to once again disrupt the established order. Every clip from Paddy's training camp paints a chilling picture, sharp, stripped down, calculated. There are no smiles, no jokes, no wasted movement. Everything appears precise, imbued with an unnerving sense of purpose. This isn't hopeful preparation. It's the dangerous kind of knowing. It's the mindset of a fighter who already knows how this ends and is just waiting for the data to arrive. A quiet, unshakable certainty. This focused intensity suggests a meticulously planned strategy executed with absolute conviction, threatening to derail careers. Predictions for Pimblett's strategy suggest a nuanced approach, not just a brawl. He's expected to mix up the grappling and the striking, intentionally staying at range rather than engaging in the pocket like past Gaethje opponents such as Chandler or Fiziev. This tactical forecast indicates a disciplined game plan designed to exploit Gaethje's aggressive tendencies while minimizing his counter opportunities. It hints at a more mature strategic Paddy, moving beyond pure brawling towards a calculated method of victory, aiming to dismantle Gaethje. A recurring sentiment whispers through the analyst community: Justin Gaethje is coming towards the tail end of his career. This isn't a dismissal of his skill, but an acknowledgement of the brutal toll the sport takes, especially on a fighter known for engaging in wars. The suggestion that his best years might be behind him adds a poignant layer to this fight. It raises the stakes, framing this matchup as a potential last stand for Gaethje's championship aspirations against a younger ascending force. It hints at the relentless march of time in combat sport. The Scouse magic surrounding Paddy Pimblett's ascent to the number 5 ranking, seemingly magically, and then into an interim title shot, is insane. This rapid, almost unearned climb raises eyebrows and sparks controversy, suggesting political maneuvering rather than pure merit. While acknowledged as fair enough, as an Englishman, I'm all on board. The sudden levitation into such a prominent position fuels speculation. It transforms the fight into more than just a contest. It becomes a justification, a high-stakes test of whether this meteoric rise is legitimate or merely hype. Paddy views Justin Gaethje not just as an opponent, but as proof, a validation of his own trajectory, not just as hype. There's a profound respect in his tone, but zero hesitation, a lethal combination defining real wars. He's not talking about chaos, he's talking about destiny. It's as if he's already lived this fight in his head and is just waiting for reality to catch up. Fighters who articulate such conviction often deliver precisely what they imagine. This deep-seated belief transcends typical bravado, suggesting an unshakable inner certainty in his impending victory. Paddy has been fiercely pushing back against the notion that he'll just wrestle or hold position. This isn't typical promotional chatter, it feels personal, as if he's tired of people assuming the ending. That kind of frustration often fuels performances that leave scars. He's confident his striking will surprise everyone, and the way he says it feels less like a prediction and more like a memory, a premonition of what's already set in motion. This deep-seated desire to prove himself, to dictate the narrative, promises a fight driven by personal vengeance. Justin Gaethje, in stark contrast, carries the quiet awareness of a man who has seen the sport chew up and spit out better men. There's no anger in him anymore, just calm acceptance. But here's the unsettling part. His tone doesn't sound like ignition. It sounds like closure. It's as if he's walking toward the end of something, not the start. He acknowledges Paddy as a real threat without ego, but this calm metsis isn't a good sign when chaos is imminent. It suggests a veteran potentially at peace with the outcome, a dangerous mental state. When chaos finally hits, those who've made peace with the inevitable are always the first to fall. This fight is more than a contest, it's a brutal collision of narratives, of momentum, and of destiny. Paddy's quiet focus meets Justin's unnerving calm, a volatile mix ready to detonate. Whatever the outcome, one fighter will emerge ascendant, the other irrevocably altered, their career trajectory forever changed. The silence before this storm is deafening, concealing a truth that will explode into the open, shattering expectations and leaving a legacy defined by who rose and who ultimately fell.